Asuka is a second-year student of Greta Academy whose quick sword is known to be fast and irregular. His speed is at a level where his classmates can barely track his sword, and his sword has an unpredictable trajectory. Asuka's technique and sword arts made him the top student of the second-year swordsmanship department. The Mad Dog used this quick sword on Charlotte, but he was somehow getting blocked. Charlotte blocked the Mad Dog's attacks and stood her ground. Asuka was surprised to see this. He was shocked to see how amazing Charlotte's focus was. Of course, Asuka was not fighting with his full force, but he never expected Charlotte to keep up with his sword and defend properly. Looking at Charlotte's movements, the Mad Dog could tell that Charlotte took her basic techniques seriously. Asuka decided to give Charlotte some chances to counterattack. He gripped his sword hilt and closed the gap between himself and Charlotte. The pretty girl was shocked to see Asuka in front of her. The Mad Dog swung his sword at her face. Charlotte was surprised to see the attack. She quickly bent her head and dodged the attack. Charlotte quickly moved back the moment she dodged the attack. She wanted to create some distance between herself and Asuka. Asuka was surprised to see this. Charlotte took a stance and got ready to attack. The Mad Dog did not understand why Charlotte did not attack him. He wondered if the girl was trying to tell him that she would not fall for his tricks. Asuka closed the gap between himself and Charlotte. He attacked the girl with his sword. Charlotte blocked the attack, but she was getting pushed back. Our Mad Dog moved closer to Charlotte, with a look of anger on his face. Asuka asked Charlotte if she wants to end the fight in a draw. Immediately he said this. He used his sword to push her back. Asuka told Charlotte that he hates arrogant brats. He told her that he also dislikes people who lack self-respect. The Mad Dog was annoyed to see that Charlotte did not even think that she was going to win the fight. He told her that she ruled out the possibility of winning before the fight started out of fear. Asuka believed that a noble should not have such an attitude. He asked Charlotte if she is not ashamed for thinking that she will lose to a commoner. Asuka asked the girl to tell him why she was so confident earlier. Charlotte was surprised to hear this. With a horrifying look on his face, the Mad Dog asked Charlotte to stop wielding her sword if she does not aim to win. He asked her to get off the stage. Asuka told Charlotte that there are a lot of people who want to become swordsmen besides her. The first-year students were shocked to hear this. Helmut and the other second-year students were also surprised to hear what Asuka said. Helmut could not believe that Asuka was saying the right things. Charlotte told Asuka that she simply wanted to learn regardless of their status. She thanked Asuka for making her realize her mistakes. With a smile on her face, the pretty girl told Asuka that it was a good idea for her to duel him. Charlotte placed her hand behind her and took a new stance. With a serious look on her face, she asked Asuka to give her another chance. Asuka noticed that Charlotte's posture changed. He did not understand why she would do such a thing. He believed that a change in posture would not make a difference. He ran to attack the girl. When he got close to her, he jumped and landed a heavy hit. Charlotte was able to block the attack. While Asuka was in the air, he felt an attack pierce through his head. Asuka quickly moved his head to the side. Thanks to this, he was able to dodge Charlotte's attack. When he landed on the floor, Asuka used his sword to attack Charlotte. The girl was able to dodge the attack by moving back. The two began to exchange heavy hits at a frightening speed. While they were blocking each other's attack, Charlotte decided to use her sword to pierce Asuka. The Mad Dog was able to dodge the attack. He took a stance and used his sword to make a slash. Charlotte dodged the attack and went below the Mad Dog. Asuka was shocked to see Charlotte underneath him. Charlotte turned around and tried to use her sword to attack Asuka's legs. She was certain that she would win the fight with her attack. To her surprise, Asuka was no longer on the ground. The Mad Dog jumped because he expected the attack. While coming back down, Asuka asked Charlotte to tense up her shoulders. He told her that the next attack will hurt badly. Charlotte was shocked to see the Mad Dog coming close to her. Asuka's legs fell on the girl's shoulders, and he used them to push her down. Asuka put his sword next to Charlotte's neck. While sitting on the girl, he told the girl that she was actually good. The only problem was that Asuka was her opponent. The first years could not believe that Asuka actually won. With a smile on her face, Instructor Patricia declared Asuka the winner of the first duel. While still on top Charlotte, Asuka told the girl that she actually surprised him. The Mad Dog never expected Charlotte to be able to catch up to his level after changing her stance. Asuka told Charlotte that she lost to him because of her lack of experience. He assured her that she will become powerful if she is able to completely master her techniques. While Charlotte understood that Asuka was trying to advise her, She was more concerned with another thing. Charlotte asked Asuka to get up. She told him that he is heavy. The mad dog was shocked to hear this. He had forgotten that he was on the girl. He quickly moved aside and apologized. Charlotte asked him not to worry about it. With a smile on her face, Charlotte told Asuka that he is nicer than she expected. Some first-year students booed Asuka. They asked him if he was comfortable with getting on top of a girl. Another student called the mad dog a pervert. Asuka was annoyed to hear this. He asked the boys who booed him to come to the stage and fight him. While Asuka was yelling at the boys, Charlotte looked around and saw Helmut among the people in the room. Charlotte smiled and nodded at our boy. Helmut also nodded at her. As Charlotte stepped down from the stage, Helmut and Jeffrey were asked to get ready. When Charlotte passed by Jeffrey's side, the boy told her that he is disappointed in her for losing to a lowly commoner. He told her that she buried the reputation of the first-year students in a grave. Charlotte glared at Jeffrey. She told him that he will lose if he does not fix his mindset. Charlotte believes that talent and efforts does not discriminate between commoners and nobles. Upon hearing what Charlotte said, Jeffrey got up on stage to face our boy. With a smile on his face, Jeffrey said that he will prove Charlotte wrong. The scene shifts and we see Andro training with Helmut by his side. Andro asked our boy to tell him which is more important between strength and techniques. He asked Helmut to tell him which one is more useful to the swordsmanship department. Helmut was surprised to hear Andro's question. He told Andro that strength might be better. According to Helmut, techniques were created to complement strength. Andro found Helmut's thinking to be different. He told our boy that he is not very strong in terms of raw force. Andro told his friend that no matter the amount of skills he possesses, he could never defeat someone who was born with natural talent. He told our boy that such a life is unfair. Helmut thought that Andro was stupid for thinking this. He told Andro that he thinks about a lot of useless things. Andro was sad to hear this. He did not understand why Helmut could not simply sympathize with him. He asked our boy if he has never had such thoughts before. Of course, Andro was not surprised to see that Helmut had never thought of such things. This is because Helmut has the highest class strength and techniques among the second-year students. Andro asked our boy to tell him what he would do if he ever fought an opponent who was more stronger than him in terms of strength. Helmut found this question to be intriguing. The scene shifts and we are taken to the class. Helmut and Jeffrey got on stage. As expected, Jeffrey is a student whose size and height easily overshadow our boy. With a smile on his face, Jeffrey told Helmut that he is happy to fight him. Our boy told him that he feels the same way. While staring at our boy, Jeffrey could not believe that Helmut was the commoner from the rumors. To Jeffrey, Helmut did not look strong enough to beat someone close to death. He believed Asuka was much stronger than our boy. Helmut immediately recognized the look in Jeffrey's eyes. He could tell that the giant was looking down on him. In Jeffrey's eyes, everyone and everything in the world was below his feet. Before the fight began, Instructor Patricia called out our boy's name. She warned Helmut to not cross the line in the duel. Asuka felt weird when he heard what Instructor Patricia said. He told the boy next to him that it feels strange for him to hear someone receive his usual warning. The boy with red hair told Asuka that it will be good if he behaves better to his peers now. The mad dog told the boy that he will only beat him up and he will think about other students later. After confirming if both students were ready, Patricia asked the students to begin the fight. Immediately, she asked the students to fight. Jeffrey swung his sword at our boy. Helmut took a stance and got ready to block the sword. As the sword got close, our boy felt something dangerous. He quickly took a step back and dodged the attack. The attack made a large impact that blew away things on the stage. Asuka and the red hair boy were shocked to feel the pressure which the attack created. Our boy was not even surprised to see the impact of the attack. Jeffrey commended Helmut for making a quick judgment. He told our boy that the wooden swords would have broken if he blocked the attack. With a smile on his face, Jeffrey told Helmut that he does not want to end the fight with him just dodging an attack. Helmut realized that Jeffrey was quite strong, but this did not mean anything to him. Our boy had fought several opponents who only had strength. He had already gotten sick and tired of it. Jeffrey rushed to attack Helmut. He launched numerous attacks at our boy. Unfortunately for him, Helmut easily dodged the attacks without much efforts. He decided to attack our boy with a huge swing. Helmut dodged the attack by going below it and moving to the other side. Jeffrey was annoyed to see this. He asked Helmut to stop dodging and attack him. Immediately he said this, he rushed to attack our boy. Helmut believed that Jeffrey was wasting his time. This is because no matter how strong an attack is, it will be pointless if it misses. Helmut believed that it will be good if he does not lay his hands on Jeffrey because he promised Ethan that he would stay out of trouble. Upon seeing that Jeffrey still had a lot of energy left, Helmut decided to take care of the giant himself. The other students watched as Helmut carefully dodged Jeffrey's attacks. The first-year students did not understand what Helmut was trying to do. They believed that our boy was looking down on them. Asuka did not also understand Helmut's intentions. After seeing that his attacks were not getting through, Jeffrey decided to catch his breath. Jeffrey understood our boy's plan. He realized that Helmut was trying to tire him out. He told Helmut that he never expected to learn anything from a commoner. According to Jeffrey, depending on the background which one is born with, one can experience a different starting line. With a look of anger on his face, Jeffrey told our boy that he is different from him. He told Helmut that there is a gap in their experience which he cannot make up for. He told our boy that he was born with a sturdy build and was given excellent education. Jeffrey told Helmut that it will be hard for a commoner who cannot afford a sword to come to the stage and defeat him. He asked Helmut if that is the reason he has been dodging his attacks. Helmut became more disappointed in Jeffrey when he said this. He could not believe that Jeffrey was trying to get him with such a useless provocation. He realized that Jeffrey did not want him to drag out the fight. Jeffrey told our boy that his level of swordsmanship shows that he had a terrible teacher. Helmut snapped when he heard this. The poor bastard did not realize that he dug his own grave. Instructor Patricia knew that Jeffrey had crossed the line. She yelled at him and asked him to watch his manners against his opponent. Patricia asked Helmut to not listen to what Jeffrey said. She asked our boy to focus on the duel. She told Helmut that life will be hard if he wields his sword based on his emotions. Our boy let out a huge sigh. With a dead look in his eyes, Helmut said that Jeffrey made it hard for him to simply play along with him. Our boy picked up his sword and rushed to attack the giant. Jeffrey was shocked to see that Helmut easily closed the gap between them. He panicked and swung his sword. Helmut dodged the attack and hit Jeffrey's knee. Jeffrey was surprised to see this. He did not understand why Helmut would attack such a place. Before he could think about it, Helmut rushed to attack Jeffrey from behind. Jeffrey sensed our boy's presence. He quickly swung his sword. Helmut easily dodged the attack by jumping. Our boy landed behind Jeffrey and hit his knee again. Jeffrey turned around and laughed at our boy. He told Helmut that his attack is too weak. He told our boy that such a weak blow will not leave a scratch on his body. Immediately Jeffrey said this, he felt something odd. The giant's right leg fell to the ground. Jeffrey was shocked to see this. He did not understand what was going on. Helmut told the idiot that no matter how much one trains their body, there will always be a part that will collapse if it is hit several times. Jeffrey was shocked to hear this. Helmut grabbed his sword and told the giant to add losing to a commoner on his list of experiences. Jeffrey was annoyed to hear this. He stood up and rushed to attack our boy. He told Helmut that it is not yet over. When he got close to our boy, Jeffrey swung his sword. Helmut dodged the attack by going low and passing through Jeffrey's legs. He used his sword to grab the idiot's legs and tripped him. Jeffrey fell face flat on the stage. He quickly stood up and tried to attack our boy. Helmut easily used his sword to knock Jeffrey's sword out of his hands. Jeffrey could not believe what was happening. He could not believe that he actually lost. Our boy told the idiot that he cannot teach him a lot of things because he is a transfer student. He asked Jeffrey to work on himself instead of spending time insulting teachers of other students. Instructor Patricia quickly realized that something was off when Helmut said this. She quickly told our boy that the duel has already been decided. She asked him to not do anything. Unfortunately for Instructor Patricia, she was too late. Helmut used his sword to smack Jeffrey on his neck. This attack knocked Jeffrey out. The other first-year students were shocked to see this. Instructor Patricia realized that she was too late. She had no choice but to declare Helmut the winner of the second duel. Guys, we have come to the end of our video. If you guys want part 27 of this recap, let me know in the comments section. Don't forget to like and smash that subscribe button for more recaps. See you guys later.